This episode is brought to you by Ritual. Hello, my name is Katya and I have an interesting factoid that I'd like to share with all of you. All human beings poop. From my producer's dog Luna to my neighbor Mortimer to every A-lister in Hollywood, they all have pooping in common. And let's be honest, people, don't you feel your best when you poop on a regular basis? With Synbiotic Plus from Ritual, you can finally throw away the stress of having a bathroom emergency at the worst possible time and find the inner peace and tranquility you've always been searching for by pooping predictably. What is Synbiotic Plus? Well, let me tell you about this little piece of science that will make your BMs the stuff of legend. It's a 3-in-1 clinically studied pre, pro, and postbiotic containing strains LGG and BB12 that supports healthy regularity. Plus, it's vegan-friendly and formulated without GMOs, major allergens, animal products, shady fillers, and artificial colors. Be like me and poop on the regular before leaving the house to conquer the world gas-free. Climb back on that porcelain throne and make me proud, people. Feel the difference daily with Ritual Synbiotic Plus. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/bald. That's 25% off at ritual.com/bald. Happy squatting. This episode is sponsored by Lumi. Greetings, fine listeners. Even though the sweltering heat of the summer is finally abating, and the crisp fall air has begun creeping into our lives, that doesn't mean that perspiration and the resulting stinkiness has vanished. If you're like me, and you sweat like a blue ribbon hog at the Iowa State Fair in August, regardless of the ambient temperature, then listen up. I'm about to rock your sweat-stained world and let you in on the best-kept secret in the world of deodorant. It's called Lumi Whole Body Deodorant, and it's formulated for all the cracks and crevices in that filthy body of yours. It's made for those truly fetid areas like your pits, privates, and feet. Not only does it go where other deodorants don't, but it's also outrageously effective. One application in the morning is clinically proven to block odor all day long. So even if you're sweating like my great Aunt Bertha, who had a rare glandular problem that I won't expound upon right now, you don't need to worry. Lumi has got you covered with up to 72 hours of odor control. All new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code and link. Use code BALD at lumideodorant.com. Now, some of you may be wondering what areas of the body are safe for use with Lumi. I've used it on my pits, my underboobs, my overboobs, my belly button, my butt, even my butt button, which don't ask me what that is. I wore Lumi at a gig this summer, and instead of greeting my legions of adoring fans smelling like a burlap sack full of cauliflower that had baked in the sun all day, I was fresh as a rose. Unlike certain traditional deodorants that try to mask odor with a fragrance, Lumi is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts, more like a pre-odorant. It's baking soda free, paraben free, and pH balanced for safe use below the belt. My favorite scent is clean tangerine, but they also have other fresh scents like lavender sage and toasted coconut. And it was created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, so it's backed by science. Now that you know all that, what are you waiting for? Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code, and if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off their starter pack. Use code BALD for 15% off your first purchase at lumideodorant.com. That's code BALD at LUMEDEODORANT.com. Hi divas, as you know, Trixie is on break, so I'm solo here on the podcast to tell you that we are bringing you more Bald and the Beautiful live shows this fall. That's right, we're going to be in Baltimore, Providence, Columbus, and a whole bunch of other East Coast cities that I don't have on the script in front of me, but all tickets and info will be at trixieandkatyalive.com, so get your panties in check for the best damn podcast you've ever seen. Okay, welcome back to another riveting episode of The Bald and the Beautiful. I'm bald and she's beautiful. Please welcome Sapphira Cristál.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, blue.
I'm in blue, yes.
Oh, that makes sense. And I'm like white and red. White, red, and blue.
We're America.
Or France. Or Russia.
Or Thailand.
Wow. That's got to be the most... I wonder, is it the most...
Britain.
Yes. Is it the most frequent
Australia?
combination? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say no.
But I'm just in flags, like just solid
Red,
block
white, and blue?
colors. Yeah.
Yeah, probably so. Red, white, and blue is probably the
It's
most
a big
common.
combination.
Yeah.
Russia and France. Blue, white, and red is France.
Mm-hmm.
Bleu, blanc, et rouge. And then I forget what Russian.
You can say however you
is.
want. It's still red, white, and blue.
Thank you. This body bleeds red, white, and blue.
Baby, every day.
Blue lives
it's blue
matter.
inside. Did you know that? The blood is blue inside, and then when it comes out, it's
oxygenated.
And then when you first open, it's white.
Open what?
You know, like if you cut somebody to the white meat. You ever heard of that?
Cut him to the white meat.
You know, you cut him to the white meat show. You heard of that? Yeah.
Cut him to the white meat show.
Yeah, maybe it's a black thing
I don't know.
or an ethnic thing.
Does ethnic mean black?
You know, apparently, no, it means not white. Which I would think that you wouldn't think that because all people are some ethnicity. But white people have decided that ethnic means not white.
Yeah,
there's white and ethnic.
There's like white or Hispanic and non-Hispanic.
Yeah.
That I don't understand. That's ethnicity, right?
Yeah.
All these questions, like the census, the questionnaires, the like, would you like to share your information about yourself? It's always race and ethnicity. It's like,
and then I don't want to share.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
want,
like, nah, I don't
identify
I don't need
as any
you to
of that.
know any of these things about me, baby.
There's this dude who wrote a book called White, I think, and talking about like the white as the regular, and everything else, like you just said, is ethnic.
Yeah,
but like it's so wild.
It's interesting to me because I think that it's the regular is actually black because the original was black. So why all of a sudden is white the regular? The OG is black. We've already decided.
Well, I think because Santa Claus is white, Jesus is white, and Ariel is white. That's why people think it's regular.
They're all. Well, I guess Jesus wasn't necessarily.
No,
black.
he was.
Well, who knows?
He was like he looked Swedish, even though he lived in the Middle East. You know, isn't it wild? I still think about the Ariel must be white, the Ariel the mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
That whole online or the controversy, that to me is so fascinating.
Well, I think that, you know, when people are so used to seeing a white girl and they go, well, that's who she is. She's a white girl.
Well, she wasn't a girl. She was a mermaid.
She was a mermaid
within a cartoon.
With a fish pussy.
Well, no, she didn't have pussy. Come on, let's not get crazy.
She had a fish pussy.
No. We're talking about no. That's she didn't have no fish pussy.
You think she didn't have a fish pussy?
I never saw it.
Well, he saw her from the prince saw her from the thing and said, "Ooh, I want to get.
I want that white fish pussy.
I want to get in that white fish pussy, baby. If there's anything I want, it's that white fish pussy, honey."
Would you give up your voice to have a mermaid tail?
Hell no.
Would you give up your voice to have legs if you had a tail?
If I gave up my voice to have a mermaid tail, then I'd have to give up my dick.
No. You got white. You got black fish dick and black fish pussy. Not to be confused with black snake.
Do
moan.
I get both?
Absolutely. But you got to give up the voice. Okay.
To give up my voice, though, no, I like my voice.
Okay.
It's so much fun.
What if you could speak, but the sound that people heard was like Danny DeVito or like, Meghan McCain or something. It wasn't your voice, somebody else's voice.
No.
Okay.
No. I'd stay me.
Okay.
I love being me. It's something I always say to people, like, I really love being me.
It's cunty.
It's really cunty, and it's kind of one of those things that kind of pisses people off, but
self-esteem is a real divisive issue these days.
It's really crazy.
Be your own best friend. That's what I always say.
Nobody can love you the way you can. You have to be the first one.
It's true.
If anyone else is going to, you got to be the first one.
Right. I was thinking about this because that thing that RuPaul always says. Because if you don't love yourself, then you don't know how you want to be loved. So then how can you accept love? Yeah.
And you have to teach people how to treat you.
Yeah. You have to guide their hand while they're jerking you off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Typically, I usually guide their face, but
Do you do like jerk off instruction? Like
I don't like it when people touch me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I prefer to just insert myself and
okay.
do all the work myself.
That's what you've got your. I feel like this is a very blue collar.
There's no collar.
No, I know, but it's like you're here to work.
I'm here to work. That's right, baby.
Work.
I'm gonna work that.
Okay, let me try to be focused for once in my life because I really want to talk about fucking. I really want to talk about your season of Drag Race, and I guess I didn't realize. I'm a little ashamed to say I didn't realize up until today.
That I was on the show?
No, I had no idea. And, no, the level of drag in general, of course, has gone up insanely, but the level of drag on your season in particular is mind blowing.
Yeah,
it's mind boggling.
Yeah,
it's mind bending.
It was airbending.
Hello, it's cash. Heavy.
Depleting.
Yeah, it's savings depleting.
Maybe gone.
Mortgage, reverse mortgage foreclosure inducing. Like, what the fuck? Where do y'all get these outfits? Wow.
And the question is, where are you going to wear it afterward?
Well, that's why they need to do a Rent the Runway for Drag Race.
They really do,
Race.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you want to win, and unfortunately, the girls come so hard every single season, and they do it, and you have to step it up every season. You can't go and wear what's her name, Fashion Nova anymore.
Yeah, do you think that?
But apparently you can.
I was going to say, in your opinion, do you think it is even remotely possible for someone to walk into Drag Race regular season with a wardrobe with a very modest, and I'm talking, let's just say boo-boo, like a boo-boo wardrobe, and get to have any success mostly based on their talent?
Yes.
You think it? Yeah.
Yes. If they're exceptionally talented.
So funny.
They've got to be
so
super
witty,
fun. They
so
got to
charming.
be able to surpass all that.
Yeah.
And there are girls who can do that. Unfortunately, you also need to be able to at least sew. You know what I mean? Like you could come in with a modest, because I saw girls even who weren't really great in sewing, but they had a great run. They had a great runway. But unfortunately, that one challenge gets the girls every single time. Yeah,
I can sew pretty well. I sewed one of the most horrible things ever seen on Drag Race, then went home because of it. So it all depends. But I mean, I just think it's a little bit, for the viewer, God, it's like a feast for the eyes. Like the Met Gala every episode. But for the wannabe contender or the future contestant, what the fuck? Who do you?
Some girls take out loans. It is what it is.
Where? How?
I don't know. I didn't do that. I just saved my money.
But I mean,
I was a successful drag queen before I was on Drag Race.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to talk a lot about that because we've known each other. We have known each other for a long time, and I knew you way before you were on the show.
Before I was successful.
Before you were on the show. And we worked together at Jacques Cabaret. Do you remember how long we worked together?
We worked together for about 3 or 4 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
we knew each other for the
couple years
time.
Before that.
No, I think I met you when I got there. Okay. So, and I started working there fairly soon after I moved to Boston.
Yeah. So good.
When you have talent, you just got it.
See, that's the thing, because we didn't have a lot. Looking back when at the days of Jacques Cabaret, we did not have. I won't speak for you, but I'll speak for myself. I did not have amazing costumes. They were all trash.
Girl.
Well, all the wigs were ratty. They were all hard front.
It was back before this thing. I mean, we would get shit from Rainbow and
Tellos,
all
Wet Seal,
Dorothy's,
stolen, boosted, lifted, gifted, donated
from Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I was looking at pictures, and there's a great picture. Thing about you though is that you always looked good. Your face card was always there, and there's a picture of us where it's got to be 10 years ago. I look 45, and you look 25.
Because I was 20.
I know, because you were 20 something, and I look like so old, so haggard. And we're both have crunchy wigs and just like stretch dresses.
Is it the
stretch
dress?
Your face card is just.
Thank you. It was funny because I remember Chris Knievel would always say, I watch you paint and you put so much makeup on, and I would beat my face in these like just so much powder and everything. And she'd go, and then I turn around and you look beautiful. And I don't understand how you do that.
This episode is brought to you by Ritual. Hello, my name is Katya, and I have an interesting factoid that I'd like to share with all of you. All human beings poop. From my producer's dog Luna to my neighbor Mortimer to every A-lister in Hollywood, they all have pooping in common. And let's be honest, people, don't you feel your best when you poop on a regular basis? With Synbiotic Plus from Ritual, you can finally throw away the stress of having a bathroom emergency at the worst possible time and find the inner peace and tranquility you've always been searching for by pooping predictably. What is Synbiotic Plus? Well, let me tell you about this little piece of science that will make your BMs the stuff of legend. It's a 3-in-1 clinically studied pre, pro, and postbiotic containing strains LGG and BB12 that supports healthy regularity. You can finally live your life without the constant worry of farting on a first date, bloating so much that you can't wear the new yellow tube top, or having emergency diarrhea at the big conference in Des Moines. I used to stay home at weekends to watch hours and hours of ostrich racing competitions on YouTube. Now I take Ritual Synbiotic Plus daily, and while I still occasionally lock myself inside to view the feathered nobility of these majestic birds, it's because I want to and not because my distended belly looks like an alien is about to burst out of it. Instead, I can now attend all of the trendy disco cowgirl parties in Echo Park, all thanks to Ritual Synbiotic Plus. This daily 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic features 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strains to support gut and digestive health. It's designed with a delayed release capsule to help reach the colon, not the stomach, an ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. All it takes is 1 daily mint-scented capsule for simple, streamlined gut support. Plus, it's vegan-friendly and formulated without GMOs, major allergens, animal products, shady fillers, and artificial colors. Be like me and poop on the regular before leaving the house to conquer the world gas-free. Climb back on that porcelain throne and make me proud, people. Feel the difference daily with Ritual Synbiotic Plus. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/bald. That's 25% off at ritual.com/bald. Happy squatting. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. What happens to a childhood dream deferred? If you disagree with Langston Hughes that it dries up like a raisin in the sun, then you and I agree wholeheartedly that you're never too old to realize that dream. When I was a little pale nugget raised in the streets of Boston, I would watch Moonlighting and dream of being a sexy, snarky detective solving crimes with Sybil Shepherd under the brightly lit Hollywood sign. My collection of leather jackets and butt jeans would only slightly be overshadowed by Sybil's blonde curls and gorgeous cheekbones. Did you ever have a childhood dream like me? Perhaps not something related to an 80s detective dramedy, but something else? Maybe you have a completely different dream that you've been putting off. Now that we're all adults, it can be difficult to find time to learn new things. With driving Billy to Riverdance practice and teaching Jane about the birds and bees, and making sure my trophy wife is fully satisfied on a Saturday night, it can be hard to check back in with those childhood dreams. That doesn't mean you still can't make time as an adult to rekindle that fire deep within you about industrial metal supply. You don't need to lose your childhood sense of wonder about the difference between stainless steel and carbon steel. If kids are always learning and growing, why can't adults also keep that amazing sense of curiosity? That's where BetterHelp can provide and assist. Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back-to-school era can come at any age. I personally love BetterHelp. I'm insanely busy with my artisan muffin business, and it's hard to find downtime from developing delicious new muffin recipes to drive all the way to a therapist's office. With BetterHelp, you can schedule sessions whenever and wherever it's most convenient. That's because BetterHelp is designed to work with your crazy life no matter how busy you are. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/bald today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald. I mean, do you remember Misery? Did you ever see Misery Paint?
In a split second,
Mama.
she would come on to. This is one of my favorite stories. I remember one time Misery came into the room. The show had already started.
Oh, absolutely.
The show had already started.
Absolutely.
She came into the room, no makeup, nothing on. She sat down. One person went on. Mm-hmm. I went on. I came back. She was ready to go on stage. That is less than 10 minutes that she was in full drag. Yep. And not just her face.
No. The whole thing.
Outfit.
Yep. Pads, pantyhose, fishnets,
hair,
shaper, costume, hair, boots. She usually
jewelry.
had nails already or something.
Yeah,
jewelry,
her nails were done.
Always an earring.
Always an earring.
Definitely always an earring.
Glued on.
Yeah, super glue.
Ouch.
Yikes. A bus driver wig though.
No.
Yes.
Not that one.
Oh, sometimes, right.
That time
she would do the
thing, the snatch up.
Because she had, that's right. She would
braid her hair. And
she had she had braids, and then she would do the Kennedy, like Kenny Davenport does, the giant Texas dancing hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like 5 ponytails all teased, sewed together and teased out. People need to realize what you just said. We're going to say it again. So Misery, the show would start at 10:25. The overture would go on. Overture's 5 minutes. Misery's still not there.
Still not there.
10:30, Chris goes out for the monologue. She's still not there. As Chris is finishing up the monologue and getting ready to bring on the first entertainer, Misery's still not there. Okay?
She walks in as the first entertainer.
First entertainer goes on for a 6-minute number. Misery is, like you said, not in drag.
I think the time
She's
that I was
not in
there,
drag.
the time I got there, it wasn't even a 6-minute number.
It could have been
was
me
probably
with
like
a 4-minute
number.
4-minute number. She just busts through the back door in like this like cloud of dust because that backstage, that backstage is horrible, and she just she knows exactly what to do.
Yeah,
and she wears a lot of makeup.
A lot.
So she would do a big eyebrow. She would do a black crease, usually blended out with purple, and then like maybe a shimmer highlight.
Yeah.
And then, but the funny thing about Misery is that over the course of the evening,
it would get better.
She would add more makeup.
Yeah.
So like by the third number, she had a glitter lid.
She had a
bottom
glitter
lashes.
Shimmer on the face. How did she look like Iman?
It went from like, from
Grace Jones to Iman.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was so, to me, that was the most stressful thing to witness, but also it was like kind of inspiring.
It's inspiring, and it gives you like sort of like, oh, this is not that hard.
No,
we think way too hard about this thing.
Yeah,
I remember when Fina would always ask me to come and do the show downstairs. It would be probably last minute, and I would get there right before the show started because I was like, oh, I didn't know this was happening until just now. And my favorite thing about Fina, she'd go, "You're first."
You're kidding.
You're first.
Punishment.
So I would go, punishment for what?
Being late?
I wasn't late.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you, for some reason in my mind, you were like, she books you last minute. You show up like,
I showed up last minute because she booked me last minute.
Okay. So wait, your first is a good thing.
No. Oh, okay. She's like, you're first, girl, just because I'm first. And I'm like, okay, I guess I got to put this face on. But the face was always so there. And I did that Whitney Houston number every single time. And it popped every single time. Yeah. I feel like that was sort of like the boot. What do they call it? Not boot.
I know what you mean. The
school, like not school, boot. Something.
Hard Knocks? No. The
boot camp.
Boot camp.
That's like boot camp of drag for me. Like being in Boston. Honestly, they didn't really try and give girls opportunities the way that they do right now. Like the way that the girls are really like when they were younger, the younger girls are really able to do mini shows in Boston right now.
Really?
I went there and I was like, oh, these are all kids.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's not a lot of like the old school girls like it used to be. Like when I was in Boston, it was like, if you thought you were going to work at Jocks,
mama, like check that, pull out the license. Are you under 55? Get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Like, you're right. It was like, you want to, it's like, mama, get in line. Melinda Wilson's 175 years old and she ain't going nowhere. No. Crystal Crawford, 672, not going anywhere. Misery, age undetermined.
And no one will know. And no one will know.
And Chris Knievel, again, AARP. Not really. But I think I was always the youngest one there at like 35.
Yeah. No, you were definitely the youngest one there.
Looking 45.
You and
Fina.
You and Fina.
Destiny and I are the same age. I mean,
okay.
Destiny might be like 1 month older or something.
Yeah.
Not a lot of young blood in that show. Ooh, baby.
Especially the Friday Saturday show.
Oh, honey. Yeah. Although that didn't necessarily mean it was a bad show.
No, it was a great show.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they didn't let the young blood in there, because they had it seemed like they had this sort of,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, y'all don't know what you're doing yet. You're not here yet. Well, you're not professional. Yeah. Like you're young, you're still learning. And luckily at some point, I think you definitely gave me more chances than anyone. And like you haven't had me in Perestroika. And then I think eventually Fina was like, yeah, you should come and do this show. Your Whitney is really great. And, we did a lot of impersonations in this show. And so it was just like, eventually someone, there was someone saw it for me. But
so now that you've basically gone on record saying that I gave you all your success, or that I am the one responsible for you getting on Drag Race and succeeding so much, what do you think what are you going to do for me?
Did I say that? I feel like I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding.
But I could think of some things to do for you. We could go on a walk. Have a
we could get
talk.
Nice lunch.
We can get lunch. Bitch. I'll take you to lunch. Sure. You want to go to Ruth Chris?
Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Wait a minute. Ruth's Chris. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. What is a Chris?
Why is
Chris
Ruth have a Chris?
to-
And what's up with Ruth's Chris? How's that better than any other normal Chris?
I think.
Wait,
if you're owned by someone named Ruth,
it's like, is that Chris? Is that
No, that's Ruth's
Chris?
Chris.
No, that's Ruth's Chris. He's got the steakhouse.
He's got the steakhouse.
This is the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, we can go to Ruth's Chris.
Back to Steakhouse. Back to Drag Race. Oh, back to Jacques rather. So yeah, and also Narelle Gardner. She gave me my spot.
Narelle.
She, just like you were talking about, she gave me my little like chance in the Cristál, the bartender.
Torelli.
The Tortellini? Would you say?
Cristál. Yeah, that's what I call her because her name is. They're like,
Stuff.
No,
Not what?
No,
I don't know what you're talking about. Shh.
Oh my god,
love her. But she was like a very Jacques was a strange vortex where it was kind of like a bizarro world where they were like, they're all like, oh my god, it was just such a bizarre place. Like,
I went back.
You did?
Oh, so like every time I go to Boston, I like, I walk, I go to, get some oysters because that's what I like to do. And we end up going to Jacques every time. And every single time it's just like, it is this like, but it's still the same.
Yeah.
And it's wild to go to a place that is the exact same.
Same tinsel on the curtains.
Same tinsel on the curtains. I think they took all the pictures down though.
Oh, really?
All the old pictures of the girls. Those are all gone.
I didn't even know. It's just like it's a very, I mean, obviously for me and you, it's such a very particular place, and it's like Cheers from hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I went there. They were like,
it's so dark.
I know you, right? And I was like, it's me, Sapphira. Oh, hey, girl. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes I'm like, well, I am significantly larger than I was when I lived in Boston. And so, like, I was probably around 150 and I'm now 100 pounds more. I weigh 250 pounds now.
Fierce.
And it's just like, they see me. And someone has also said, oh, there's a lot more of you today.
No way. I love that shit.
A lot more to that. Okay.
What is the my friend who's Chinese claims or says that in like for a lot of Chinese families, it's not they don't have the same relationship to like commenting about weight that American culture does. They're like, oh hey, so you got fat, you got really fat, like that kind of thing is like not, doesn't have the same how dare you like that we would have here.
In my
I mean, I could be wrong.
My dad's half Thai and half Mexican.
Okay.
And my mom's black. And I grew up with a very much like that kind of you're getting fat, so you should do something about it.
They'll like poke your belly and stuff.
Yeah, and just that's just something I always grew up with. And so like coming into the world where people don't do that.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, how dare you talk about my weight, and or why are you talking about your weight so much? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something I grew up with. I'm bigger than I was once, and now I'm fine with it. I still get laid just as much as I did, if not more.
I was gonna say probably more, especially with Ruth's Chris hanging around.
Baby, Ruth's Chris is always hanging up on this hanger steak.
Shout out to Ruth's Chris, probably the best Chris in the game.
Well, Chris Knievel is pretty great.
But that's Chris with a K.
That is Chris with a K.
Very important distinction that we have to make on the podcast if you're listening. Ruth's Chris is a CH Chris.
CH.
And Chris Knievel is a K Chris.
But a Chris is a Chris. If you're listening.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to yes and you on that one. I'm not gonna yes and you on that one. I draw a line in the sand.
There's a CH and there's a K.
Yeah,
we don't want too many Ks.
No, we don't. We don't want that. In fact, when On one of the challenges when I was on Drag Race, I wanted to call my thing Katya's Crisis Control with 3 Ks. It took me a very long time to realize that the Ku Klux Klan is also KKK. Too long, a little too long.
It took you too long to do that.
No, too long.
That's that Boston.
Yeah. Boston's still racist as ever, guys.
Oh, yeah. It didn't change.
Yep. Philadelphia's a close second in terms of racism nationally, I would say.
I don't know, because Philadelphia actually has more black people per capita. It's actually, it's 40, 46%
Do they let them live in
black.
the city, unlike Boston?
No, they actually are all in the city, and the white people live around.
Oh, fierce. Okay.
Yeah, there's I think there's more black people than any other people in Philadelphia.
Okay. I love Philadelphia.
Yeah, I love Philadelphia. Philadelphia is just a place full of real ass bitches. You know what I mean? That's kind of why I stayed there and have lived there for so long. It's just full of people who just get it. They don't care to pretend like things are different than they are. They just are like, yeah, we like this.
The realness.
And one of the things that my ex-fiance used to say is, if the difference between New York and Philadelphia is that in New York, they'll talk shit.
Okay.
In Philly, they'll punch you in the face.
Fierce.
Like, they don't have time for the talking shit part.
Yeah, they got to get to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. They're hungry.
They got to get to Tony Luke's, honey. And they got to get those cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks. That's the thing. I don't love the cheesesteak.
Well, you got the wrong one. So this is the thing.
I don't like cheese.
So if you don't want cheese, you don't have to get it.
Okay. But you get a cheesesteak without the cheese?
You just get
a steak.
A steak sandwich. Nah.
This episode is brought to you by Via, the hemp company, with their amazing lines of both THC and zero THC products. As the leaves begin to change and you need something to spice up your life, don't just rely on a sickly sweet tang of a pumpkin spice latte. Instead, embrace the natural power of cannabis this fall season with Via. Whether you're staying inside next to a crackling fire or hiking the countryside in the green mountains of Vermont with your college friend Jennifer, who just went through a horrific divorce, Via's premium, federally legal cannabis and CBD products will be your perfect companion and help Jennifer forget about the 15 years she wasted on that idiot Steve. Farmed and crafted with care in the US and trusted by over 500,000 customers, Via has extensive product lines of both THC and zero THC products, so everyone can find something to enhance their newly Steve-free life. Via is well known for their premium THCA flower, grown indoors in state-of-the-art facilities and harvested at peak THCA levels to emphasize a natural aroma and flavor. They're constantly adding new strains to their website every week, as they're always receiving fresh new strains from their independent farms' harvests. The THCA flower strains are grown with care and rigorously tested to ensure the highest quality, free from harsh pesticides or nasty chemicals. This month, Via is launching high THCA flower in 7G and 28G, and brand new flavors for the THCA vapes line, so you have more options than ever to blaze your own trail. If you're really into THC, Via has won multiple awards for their THC products. But if you're like me and you're into THC-free products, they have a great selection of THC-free gummies and vapes, soothing tropicals, and calming drops, all crafted with the highest quality hemp sourced from trusted, independently owned American farms. Their CBD line includes products designed for sleep, focus, and energy that will keep you glowing through the fall season and beyond, and help you move on from that joyless marriage to Steve and his disgusting bad breath. And the best part? Via legally ships to all 50 states in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee. No medical card required. I tried their THC-free Zen sleep gummies, and even after a long day of hiking, pitching the tent, and trying desperately to convince Jennifer that there's life after Steve, I was able to relax and fall asleep easily, all thanks to Via. So listen, folks. If you're into THC or you're into the THC-free products like me, you need to try Via. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code BALD to receive 15% off. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This fall, enhance your everyday with Via. This episode is brought to you by Chime. The days of punching a clock are gone. The internet has changed the way we work, commute, and live. Life moves at lightning speed, and we hardly have time to sit on the veranda and drink a mug of piping hot spiced apple cider, never mind wait around and get paid. So why in the year of 2024 are we still adhering to the antiquated concept of a pay cycle? When you're in control of your money, you can reach your financial goals easier and still have the occasional treat yourself moment. With a Chime checking account, you get access to products like MyPay, which lets you get up to $500 of your pay between paydays with no credit check, no interest, and no mandatory fees. At chime.com/bald, you can learn about MyPay, and you can finally liberate yourself from the prison of pay cycles. There was one time in the early days of my career when I needed to burn a CD for a gig. For those of you who don't know what a CD is, imagine a little silver disc that holds about 1/1000th of the amount of music on Spotify. Okay, back to the story. I needed to burn a new CD for a gig, and my computer died. Since I desperately needed a new computer, I won't tell you about the unspeakable acts that I performed for the money to get one, but I sure wish I had MyPay as an option back then. But Chime isn't just about choosing your own payday. You can join millions of Chime members who are working on financial progress. Get covered on debit card purchases and cash withdrawals with SpotMe, and no monthly maintenance fees. Plus, Chime doesn't charge overdraft fees or interest for using SpotMe. And the best part, Chime has over 50,000 fee-free ATMs. Take more control of your finances and stop waiting for payday. Open your account in minutes at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald. Chime feels like progress. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Deposits are FDIC insured through the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. up to applicable limits. MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply. MyPay credit limits range $20 to $500. $2 fee to get funds instantly. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. Back to Jacques, but I don't think people know enough about Jacques for them to care. But so
I mean, we could go back to us.
I know. Okay,
we've known each other forever.
So what year do you reckon would be the first time you performed in my little monthly? Okay, 2010.
2010 is the first time we met.
Show.
I remember you came into the back of Jacques. I was performing in the Sunday dinner show with
Raquel Blake.
Raquel Blake.
Yes.
And you came back, and I thought, oh my God, he's so cute.
Oh,
and you were in full drag.
Oh,
and
God.
I was like, I'm like one of these people who like really,
Are you some kind of non-binary, gender queer?
Well, yes. Well, yes.
Well, yes.
But I just saw you in drag, and I was like, oh my God. And this is before I was like, even I could be like, oh, I was like, under that makeup, he's really cute.
Oh God.
Like I was into it.
Fierce.
And then we just became friends. I remember we hung out with me, you, and Becca. We went out to get some
Did we get hot pot?
Hot pot. Yeah. It was like hot pot or some noodles somewhere. Yeah, somewhere in Chinatown. And that's when we first like started hanging out, and then eventually I was in Becca's show at Cherry.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then when Becca left, she left it to me, and she gave
when
it to
Becca
me.
Was deported. Excuse your mouth. When they took my friend from me.
When they took our friend.
They took our baby away.
They took her away.
They did.
She was deported.
She did not leave.
No, she didn't leave.
Her. She was taken in the night.
I don't think it was in the night.
It was during she was
quite
taken
a while that she was
leaving. No, just because you know you're going to die doesn't make the death any less sweet. You know what I mean? Like it was. That was
that was real rough.
That sucked.
It really did.
She wasn't. Our friend who was a Singaporean was not able to find employment after being let go from her job. Thus, her visa was in jeopardy, and she was not able to. She was deported.
And it's sad because she really was.
It's like my best fucking friend. I don't like that. That term seems so high schooly, but like
she was really sickening, and just a sickening person, just like really awesome, sweet, generous,
wonderful,
genuine,
intelligent, and stupid, smart and stupid.
How you gonna be both?
Ask Becca.
That's what I'm saying.
Hello.
It's sickening.
Yeah. Big fat as a house and just loves it. I mean, not loves it, but she's just like unapologetically fat.
Yeah.
She's like, move, I'm fat. Love it.
Oh, she definitely did.
Love it.
She definitely
love it. Yeah.
Took space.
She did. And then they took our big baby away from us.
Yeah. That was a very sad time.
I was very not happy about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but also not just anywhere. To Singapore.
Yeah.
It's a long.
I mean, she's still like.
No, she's doing
great.
Doing
the damn thing there too.
But she's not here.
Yeah.
Anyways. So Drag Race, you looked amazing all the time.
You.
And I think I'm trying to just like think of what my favorite look of yours was. I mean, first of all, I'm like, the 5 suitcase rule cannot be still in effect with all those outfits.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Moving on. We had a 5 suitcase rule, 50 pounds each. That's all you could bring.
I mean,
there's no way that that's still the case.
I mean, there were rules.
Really? Like you couldn't shoot anybody?
Yeah, like I just, honestly, I am Mary Poppins. and I had one little bag that I brought with me, and I just shoved so many big things into that little bag, kind of like what you do on a Friday night.
Friday morning.
Saturday afternoon.
So, I mean, and you have to do all this yourself. There's no assistants fluttering around. When you're only getting into drag, you're gluing the lace down, you're gluing the nails on, you're fixing everything yourself.
Well, I mean, we have the PAs, you know.
They don't do nothing.
They're not skilled at it, but
they helped.
they helped.
They do Alyssa because she asked Alyssa's like, "Baby, get the shoe. Baby, get the shoe." You know? But do they help you really?
No, I mean, you're like, hey, zip me up.
Yeah,
like,
but that's about it, right?
Hey, yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's real fun.
Who took the longest to get into drag? Who would be who would be the misery?
I'm the misery. Yeah. No, actually, me and Morphine were the misery in the sense that we were done with our faces first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because, and we would all like be done, but we'd just be like, Morphine, that face takes her 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And it's
from
no makeup
to runway
stamp.
ready.
20 minutes. She'd be like, boop. Hey, girls, what's
no
going on?
way.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it was sickening. I loved it.
I mean, if you know what to do, you just have the stuff out, you know where it goes, just put it there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like Misery's station. It was disgusting, of course, with all the dust in there. But like, she had all her Maron black and colorful pancakes
Morphe's station
out.
wasn't even disgusting.
No. Yeah, no, that's great.
But you would think, you know, you do it so fast.
I don't like the feeling of.
She wasn't rushing.
Oh, that's so fierce.
That's just like how she does her makeup. She's like,
just not. It's like putting on your pants. It's like putting on your pants.
And then you look over and you're like, you're done. Wow. So, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Other girls, like girls on my season, a lot of the girls took a long time to get ready, and it did not end up looking like they spent. You know what I mean? It's like all that for that. You know,
exactly.
They're beautiful, but like not a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
and
I think the thing about Morphine and even Misery is the big shapes don't take that long.
That's what it is. I mean, it is about broad strokes and theatrical, impactful makeup.
When you're this close to Morphine, you're like, damn.
Fuck. That's great. Yeah, Misery, I have to say, sometimes she went out on stage and she might have said that she was ready, but she was not ready.
Well,
do you know what I mean? You know, but like it was like a bravado thing with her. She was a very or she is, you're not dead, but like it's a very macho.
She's got that Latina.
Like she's like, I'll show you what's up. Very confident.
Well,
very confident.
And the entire audience was like, yes,
they believe it.
Yes,
yeah. That bus driver is going to take me to church. Yeah, we're buckled up. I was transfixed the first time I saw Misery.
Me too.
I was on. I'll never forget. I was back to the wall, standing up, packed Friday night crowd. She was doing her Lose Control mix, and she went around and she gave me these weird eyes, and I was like, oh my god, that's the most amazing person in the world.
Yeah,
crazy.
Misery is. She was my blueprint for a while.
It's the best. It's one of the best drag names ever. Misery with a Z.
With a Z.
Get out of here.
Get
in here.
Get
in here. It's cunt, right?
Yeah.
Misery. It's such a fucking good name.
And then when you meet her, you're like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mystery is what happens when you meet her.
Actually, it is straight up mystery.
She's
unknown
like,
brother.
She's like, I was like, what's your last? Hey, Misery, what's your real name? I don't know. You're like, what's your last name? I don't know.
How old are you?
25. Yeah. What do you think? Do you have a social security card? No. Yes. No. It was just so like she really like turned up the fog machine to 11 in terms of like, you know, in terms of her like real identity. It's cunt.
That's really cunt.
Anyways,
I'm gonna let's stay over here on that one.
Okay, all right. Okay. So what was your least favorite outfit that you wore on Drag Race if you had to rank yourself? What do you thought? Was anything? Did you like watching it back on the television? Were you like,
Well, I haven't watched it since it aired.
Really?
No.
Okay. Was it hard to watch yourself, or did you love it?
Well, during the season, loved it. I mean, I slayed, so it's like not hard to watch yourself slay the whole time.
It's
but
true.
and I say that with, you know, with the most
humility.
No humility at all. It's just a fact of life. You know, when you're blessed and you really do something, you should be proud of what you've done.
Yeah.
And I think that like more people should be proud of achieving greatness.
Yeah, if you do something good, recognize it.
Yeah. So that you can do it again. You know what I mean? But you know, after the outcome, I've come to a point that I probably will watch it soon because I've like gotten over it. I had an entire, you know, I toured my own one-woman show this summer and it went really, really well.
Did you love it?
I loved it. And, you know, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I think I can go back and watch this whole thing again because the whole time I thought I'm about to win.
Yeah.
Like you know, having known you and remembering your season, I thought, okay, the goal is to make it far.
Yeah. Right.
The goal is not to win.
No,
that's not what I'm trying to do here.
It's not pass fail. It's not pass fail. It's not pass fail. It's not gold or nothing. It's like that's not the case.
But at some point during the show, I was realizing,
oh shit.
Oh, I am slaying. I am eating these girls up.
And also, I would assume when you're on the show, what the vibe you get from the judges and from Ru can often be invisible to the audience because it's just you weren't there. It's not in the edit. It's a feeling you can't that might not come across in the edit or whatever. And it's strange.
I'm also a little blind to certain things like that. Like,
what do you mean?
Like I live in a reality and not in feelings every single time.
Okay.
And so like there were times that I thought I was not doing well. One of the ones was when I drank my potion. I didn't think I was doing well. And they were like, why did you do that? Like, what was that for? That was stupid. And like, if you saw the face that the TS made when I did it, she was like,
not the boar worms.
Not the boar worms. Oh. I was like, what? Her titty said,
not the potion.
I was like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done it. And then they said, are you sure? I said, yep.
My God.
Said, girl, you stupid bitch. But it was because I was having a moment. I had only had one hour of sleep. And after making all that stuff and I like made it and I just like was like stressing out all night long. And I said, well, you know what? You don't have to stress out. You have an out. Take it.
Okay.
Go sit back. I don't feel like hearing nobody's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't feel like hearing people talk about me today.
Content.
And then I saw Laura Roach was on the thing and I said, what's not going to happen on this day is I'm not about to get the dog shit read out of me on this goddamn stage by Laura Roach.
Right.
Now, for some people, that is an honor. For me, I was not.
No, thank you.
I was not there for that. So, and then the funny thing is he comes in the back and I said, okay, what do you have to say about me? And he goes, you're pussy. You are just a woman. You are so gorgeous. And I was like, well, fuck.
Like, I could see your labia from here, right? You bitch. Are you even like, wearing panties, you slut?
And I was like, God damn it, you stupid bitch. But
hey, listen.
So, you know, and it wasn't because I was like, I have this feeling like that's why I stopped going based off of feeling. Yeah. Because feelings will make you make some dumbass fucking decisions.
Feelings are not facts. I know there's a lot in between that in the finale, but I just want to talk about, I don't think I like drag, I don't like lip sync competition performance. As in two drag queens on the same stage performing the same song against each other. I don't think it yields a great result. Or I don't like it. I just realized that today. I don't like it.
Why?
Because, so for example, you could have two different. So when you did the Beyonce one, you started off you were very slow, very confident. I mean, it was like oozing oozing confidence, and your body seemed to say like, "Just get off the stage, you white bitch." You know what I mean? Just like, let me do this.
Let me do my song.
You know, let me just get. Why are you on the stage right now? Yeah. Get off. And it's like no disrespect to the other performer, because often on Drag Race you have like, you know, a song that is suited much more to somebody else than. But when I was watching you and Nymphia perform for the live crowd, I was like, I love this, but I don't want them to do it together.
Yeah.
You're not performing together.
No.
It's not a duet. It's not a duet.
No.
It's an adversarial lip-sync performance that I hate.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know.
It's difficult because the real thing is, how do you convey what you're trying to convey? One of the things that people constantly ask me about is the vampire teeth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like, I don't get the vampire teeth.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Can someone explain to me the vampire teeth? And I was like, okay, I didn't think it was this hard, but there's only one person, there's only one being I know who can hear people's heartbeats, and it's vampires. Like, literally, it's their thing. Okay. I can hear your heart. I can hear your pulse. I can tell when you're afraid. I can tell when you're horny.
Oh, so you knew it was going to be padam padam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, of course we knew. You have to prepare the song.
Oh, I didn't. Sometimes you don't. That's not necessarily a given.
Well, they said we've given you the song to prepare.
But I mean, like in a like a lip sync, like oh, that's right, the day of.
Yeah,
that's right. They never just like. But don't they do sometimes, like during that live finale, like it could be one of these three, and then you get this one?
It hasn't been that in a while.
It hasn't been. That's probably since Sasha Velour, maybe.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
When they used to do
yeah, open the box or whatever.
Yeah, that was bad.
I don't know. I mean, I was just watching you and Nymphia, and I'm like, you guys are so incredible, and I was like, they could be doing this together. I don't know. It was like, it was so much good stuff happening, but like as a fight, I don't like that format. Just personally,
yeah.
I don't like a lip sync fight unless you're actually gonna. You know what I mean?
It's also really difficult to determine, like, where am I supposed to look,
and also where's your costume drop, and like then it's a hazard on stage
for the other person. Yeah.
Absolutely. Then it pulls focus from you as an entertainer, and you have to worry about all these other things that are, yes, they're incredible reveals happening, balloons and shit, wigs flying off. But they're also littering the stage and inhibiting movement and stuff, like things like that. I just hate.
Yeah,
I just hate that shit.
That's I think that's just like one of those things when it comes to this competition. It just it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And I mean the lip sync Lollapalooza that they had the week before.
Wait, hold on. Just to clarify, I loved the put on lip sync, by the way.
Oh,
just because I don't like the format, I loved it. You both looked incredible.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that fucking song, and you both had great reveals. Not like the Jiffy Pop Aquaria, like you know what I mean. Like, this is just like, you know, they looked good on their own before they were something else.
Yeah,
you guys, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful. But go ahead. Sorry.
I love the one before the Lollapalooza because it was kind of more of a battle. Like,
okay.
It sort of felt like more of a, what do you call those things? Battle Royale.
Okay, sure.
And you get to see people who really have something. And I don't know, I feel like at the end, they didn't do that for the All-Stars. I noticed the girls weren't on the same stage.
No, but we didn't have a I don't think we had a finale.
Not yours.
Sorry. Oh,
this most recent one. It didn't look like it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Oh my God. Wait. What is the most recent?
9.
All-Stars 9.
Angeria.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And if you look at it, it looked like they were all, because they showed them in different.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's what I wish they would do.
Yeah.
I loved that format, actually.
That
they cut between them. They each performed solo, and they cut in between to feature each one. I thought that was cunt.
Yeah.
Did you? I loved that.
I like that because then you get
the
perform.
whole stage. It's your stage. Yeah. You don't have to.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's the format of the flagship show. So like, I enjoyed it. I don't mind that I didn't. I mean, I wish I had $200,000, but everything else is going quite great for me. Yeah. I have my own album coming out. I have all these things like.
On the radio.
And I'm on the radio, yes.
Let's talk about that for a fucking second, you bitch. On the radio.
On the radio.
So if I'm driving in my car, and
in certain what do you call those things?
Terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
Can I flip it on? Kiss 108 FM.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's on this one yet, but it will
Okay.
be soon.
That's
It's definitely
content.
on Kiss in
Fierce.
Chicago, on Kiss in Savannah, Georgia. On
Is this enough? No, not enough.
no, it's Get Your Flowers.
Oh,
Mhm.
Get Your Flowers.
Get Your Flowers. It's a song about, just like giving people their just due, and I think and getting them as a person. Like, come and get your flowers. Like,
Yeah. Hey, bitch.
and it's one of those songs that you could just like jam to, and you can play during like a family reunion. You can all just get, because there's a line dance in it.
Oh, fierce.
Mhm.
I mean, I wish life were more like wedding reception line dances.
Mhm.
I don't think that's the real experience of life, but
Well, in Black people's lives, it is.
see, ethnic life is much better than
It
white.
is. Well, that's just a true statement.
Ethnic food is better.
Ethnic. Just the word ethnic.
Ethnic.
I was just thinking
so
today.
it's so rotten and rude.
I was like, so
It's
at
so
some
rotten.
point, people said, okay, we can't say any of these other bad words. We can't really.
What's a dog whistle euphemism we can throw in there?
Let's just say
Yeah.
ethnic.
Yeah. Oftentimes, ethnic comes with, oh, never mind, we're not going to go down ethnic cleansing, but it's crazy.
We don't. Not right now. At least.
Not this segment
Maybe
of the pod.
maybe in
I
the
just noticed
future.
you're fucking loafers, bitch.
I just noticed you're Alexander McQueen.
They're really
Think
comfortable.
about my fucking loafers.
They're really
bitch.
comfortable.
They look very comfortable. They look.
You know what? I always expect fancy shoes to like not be comfortable, right?
Why would they not be comfortable?
Because sometimes they are, which just boggles my mind that a pair
Really?
of shoes that cost more than $200 could not be comfortable.
that's stupid.
It's absurd.
Like, why would they not be comfortable?
Why would they not be comfortable?
If I'm gonna pay this much fucking money for these shoes, they better
No,
walk me
Thank you.
to the goddamn
Yeah.
car.
Yes.
I better just go.
Yeah. You're just like floating.
I'm
half
just gonna
asleep,
float to the
half
car.
asleep. Balenciaga had a pair of like Muppet looking little kitten heel mules. The most uncomfortable piece of shits I ever tried on ever. Crazy.
One of my dancers has those Balenciaga huge tennis shoes that like look like you're wearing a goddamn tire on your foot.
Okay.
And they say that it's gong gong
Like,
gong.
yeah,
It's just
it's
I'm like,
insane.
are they heavy? They're like, they're not light.
Yeah, it's like, are they comfortable? They're not killing me. Yeah.
They're killing me, baby.
Yeah, they're killing
they're
me.
very cute actually.
It's nuts. So you didn't win Drag Race.
No.
Neither did I.
Well, I got further than you.
Yes, you did. Did you? Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
I'm a top 4 finalist, and you're a top 2 finalist.
I was a top 2 finalist for my actual season.
Okay. So please refresh my memory. When was how you, Nymphia, Plain in the top? That's 3, top 3. Who was the 4th? Who was caught before that?
Q.
Okay. Some of these names are really interesting. Dawn. Love Dawn.
Dawn. So I love Dawn
love
because Dawn, my mom's name is Dawn.
Oh, no way.
And so like the second I knew that the second I saw her and I was like, Dawn, greet the dawn with enthusiasm and you may expect satisfaction at sunset. Make it a great day.
Oh my God.
That is my
Amazing.
mom's, like
Damn.
when you call her, that is her ringtone. I mean her message.
Fierce. So Dawn was your mother.
Dawn was my daughter actually.
Dawn, your daughter and your mother. That's fierce. She's so cute.
Yeah, I love her so much.
I love the makeup.
My favorite face.
The face is so cool. The ears are so lovely.
The ears, and we got ready together, right next to each other.
I bet she can't do a 20-minute face, Miss Dawn.
Oh no! But she did. She can't paint faster
Like
than
in
you
an hour?
think. Even less because she had to change her makeup sometimes.
Damn.
And she would do it. It was like, oh, you're a sick artist.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. And
An
so
artist.
funny that she's
And
so cute.
what do you call those people? Engineer.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Straight up engineer.
Damn.
Yeah. Degreed. Pet
Diplomaed. I love if I had to choose a occupation for my future husband, I would say engineer.
Yeah. I think same.
Not
mechanical engineer.
Electrical engineer or engineer is just sexy.
Yeah. Just make
Musical
stuff.
engineer?
Musical engineer is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, We'll see how much money they make.
Well, I mean,
whoever makes the most.
They could be producing, albums for Dr. Dre.
For Doc.
In the 90s.
I don't know if anyone's doing that anymore.
No, you know what I mean.
Just like back in the day. You want an older engineer.
Yeah. Somebody in his 60s who's worked with the Rolling Stones.
No, you want someone in their 90s.
Well, have you seen that clip about I think it's called, I don't know how to say the word, gerontophilia. It's like the love of oldies. And there's a guy who's like, they have Silver Daddy as the website.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is like, he's I think maybe 50, 40. And he's looking for guys in their 90s, but it's not very practical to date guys who are in their 90s because they're going to die soon.
For that reason. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know people who
that's what they want.
Who are doing 90s so that they do die soon.
Oh, no. This is like, stay alive, you old. Stay alive, old. I want to like
suck on those long nuts. Long nuts. Because the thing about old men is the older you get.
Is that true?
Yeah, the older you get, the longer your nuts get. They just keep dropping.
Like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It's like door knockers.
I mean, oh man, I don't like that at all. I'm not a ball stretcher.
No.
I'm not like a cock ring person.
Oh no.
I'm not into any
dick tourniquets. That's what I call those.
Dick tourniquets.
I call cock rings dick tourniquets. I'm like, get that dick tourniquet away from me.
It's like
you look at that penis and the cock ring, you're like, ah! What is that?
What about with the ball stretchers? So they got the cock ring on.
Yeah.
And they got the ball stretchers. These like giant fucking, they look like napkin holders.
I used to sell those things.
Fierce.
Yeah, I used to work at Full Kit and
oh my gosh. Oh, like a sex store?
Yeah, P-Town, Full Kit in P-Town.
Oh, wow.
And we would sell them. And I tried it once.
Yeah.
I even have some still at home.
Right.
I don't use them because I have very sensitive testicles.
I have a friend who's he was into like the most extreme whatever. I mean, he was getting fisted before anybody was getting fisted.
I don't know if that's true.
No, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like he was born in the game is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
So like he's tried everything. Every kind of like stimulation tool for the genitals has been thoroughly explored by this guy.
Yeah.
And he was telling me like, he's got like ball stretchers and fucking cock rings, all this shit down there. I'm like, wow, I don't want anything down there.
Is he into sounding?
Sounding, fisting, everything, stimming, like everything.
E-stim is cunt.
Yeah.
That E-stim, I don't like it on me, but I have used it on partners before, and it is really, really lovely. Yeah, I don't even like getting head, girl.
Interesting. I don't either.
I do not.
I don't
like
either.
Because I'm very sensitive.
Me too.
And like feeling like the mouth is a very hard thing.
And there's a lot of sharp things in there.
There's sharp things in there.
If you're dealing with men, sometimes there's like beards going on or stubble going on.
Baby, the back of the throat, not soft.
Nope. Not at all.
The hard palate, the soft palate is soft, but then you get to the back and then you're like,
yep.
Well,
adult braces.
And then my favorite is people are like, they try and force you down their throat and you're like, ow, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, ouchie. Like, especially they have adult braces. That's a whole nother set.
I've never in my life.
What about Queen of Flips? What's her head game?
She didn't give me head game. Like that is not the reason why I helped her with her stuff.
Queen of Flips. We're really wondering what the head game is.
Apparently, it's off the chain though. I'm not gonna say why I know, but
okay. So
she doesn't have the braces anymore either. By the way,
put them back. Queen of Flips. Put them back on. Okay, we do have to wrap up, but I want to round off this little segment. I know. I apologize to the listener. I've been very scatterbrained, but I'm interested to. Do people? Is this too personal to ask if you're cut or uncut?
I'm French cut.
Okay, because I don't like jerk. I don't like jerk off either because guys pull on my.
That's why I don't like people to touch me.
Yes, I feel the same way.
Not many people know. They do what they do to themselves.
Yes, and if they're like, uncut, it's like, oh, I know immediately if a guy's uncut because the way that he approaches my dick is like not his dick.
Yeah,
I'm fiercely cut. Like you have to be very like.
I'm French cut, so which is like half and half.
Okay.
But mostly I appear to be cut.
Okay.
But like I usually am like, girl, no, just turn around.
I mean, I couldn't even masturbate without lube.
Yeah, same.
couldn't. It's not an option.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of people who visit my home and slip on, hardwood floor stained lube and then die. But it's annoying.
Then leave.
But it's but very sensitive. I hate it when people grab it, yank on the dick,
and then they yank it down.
Yeah, and I was like,
you're
ow,
like, girl, you don't know what you're doing.
And also, if you're as a top, if you're like in a sexual situation where you're where you have like more of a dominant energy, I don't like ow, I don't like saying I don't like. I don't know. There's something about it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I just go.
Yeah, turn them. Yeah.
I just take their hand off. I just go.
Throw them against the wall.
I go. Oh no, you're good.
Yeah.
Or if they're like giving me head, I just pull them by the hair and just go like.
Next card, baby. Next card.
I don't know the words.
Where my background blowers at?
Where my background blowers?
That's gonna be.
That's when you blow out that back, though.
Yes.
That's when it's like, okay, cool. You've gotten it on. Let's just turn around and let's do the thing that we came to do. Because
okay. So I think we do have to wrap, but I think if you're here for the week, I think we're gonna have to strong arm you into doing a part 2.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we might have to do it. Yeah. Because we got through like 12 seconds of Drag Race. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Sapphira, thank you so much. Longtime friend. How long has it been? 2010. 14 years.
Yeah.
14 years. That's older than some of the people listening are. That's fucking scary. Okay, on that note, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Where can people find you?
You can find me on all streaming platforms at Sapphira Cristál. That's SAPPHIRACRISTAL. Also, you can find me on Instagram and everything.
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, and TikTok. Yeah. I'm not great at it, but I do it.
None of us are, but we're trying.
Yeah, okay, especially great. Us with the 3s or 4s or 5s in our numbers at the beginning.
Mama. Seriously.
It's hard for
these fierce French cut dicks.
Baby.
AARP card and a French cut dick and a ball stretcher in the Christmas stocking.
Baby, if you could put a ball stretcher in my Christmas stocking, I'm going to stretch your ass.
Okay. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.